Pittsburgh, and making his first major league start, Tyler Green for the Phillies. Harry Callis with Rich Ashburn and Andy Musser on Nostalgia Day here at Veterans Stadium as we turn back the clocks to 1933. Good afternoon and welcome to Baker Bowl as the Philadelphia Phillies play baseball here this afternoon. Harry Callis with Rich Ashburn and Andy Musser. And Andy, the Phillies pitching has not been very good this year under Bert Schotten, and the Phils not standing too well in National League standings either.
That's true, Harry. The pitching has been a disaster area this year. In fact, it's a good thing that they have Edgar Holly. He's the only pitcher who has done anything at all this year. He's 13-15. As we take a look at the standings, I'm sure you'll probably figure out that unless the Phillies pitching improves, the Phillies won't improve.
Meanwhile, the offense has been excellent. A lot of good hitters in that lineup. Boydie.
Nothing the matter with the hitters. Chuck Klein up there at the top and everything. Phillies have 4 of the 5 best hitters in the league, and the 5th guy is out of Pittsburgh, but not sure they can score enough to make up for what they have to score every game to win.
Chuck Klein has a chance at the Triple Crown this year. The hitting in 1993 is also very good as the Phillies take on the Pittsburgh Pirates today. Tyler Green going against Steve Cook. Starting lineups for you right after these messages.
The Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates is being brought to you by Budweiser. Fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your Bud. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. By the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by Independence Blue Cross. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
A jillion miles outside of the hood. The bus got a flat. Got no jack. Homie's got to cut his grass. What's up? 4 and a half. 4 and a half. Here down. 600. Sold. The man's round sells, but he's got no beef. Pardon me.
That was death. Huh?
Yo, MC Cow Seller. Fresh.
It's Saturday. I'm not going to mow the lawn. I'll hire him to mow the lawn and paint the garage. No, the garage. I'm dreaming big. With Super 7, I'll buy a car. No, cars. Meet exotic people. Not him. Her. I'll be in the money. Moolah. Saturday. Super 7. If I can dream it, I can win it.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
Back at Veterans Stadium where the lineup cards have been handed out at home plate on this Nostalgia Day as we turn back the clocks to 1933. Final game of this series. The Phillies and the Buccos, and Tyler Green, an exciting day for him. Tyler will be making his first major league start. That's Steve Cook going into the Pittsburgh dugout. The only pitcher in the National League to pitch a complete game against the Phillies when he beat the Phils at Pittsburgh by a score of 4-2. The Pittsburgh lineup of Jim Leyland this afternoon will have Carlos Garcia, second baseman, leading off. Jay Bell, the shortstop, bats second. Kevin Young at first base, hitting third. Jeff King, third baseman, bats fourth. Dave Clark, right fielder, hitting fifth. Lloyd McClendon, the left fielder, bats sixth. Scott Bullitt in center field, hitting seventh. Tom Prince will catch today and bat eighth. And batting ninth and pitching Steve Cook. They will be facing Tyler Green, the rookie right-hander.
Yeah, and he, he's pitched some very good baseball at AAA level and pitched some not so good, but he's had all kinds of arm problems, but he looks like he's throwing the ball well, watching him warm up today.
Defensively behind Tyler, Dave Hollins at third base, Kevin Stocker the shortstop, Mariano Duncan at second, Ricky Jordan at first. Todd Pratt will catch Tyler Green. In the outfield from left to right is Pete Incaviglia, Lenny Dykstra, and Wes Chamberlain. The umpires this afternoon, Jeff Kellogg calling the balls and strikes, Charlie Relaford at first base, Jerry Lane at second, and crew chief Dana DeMuth umpiring at third. Warm afternoon here at Veterans Stadium as the Phils wrap up this series with the Buccos. Uniforms of 1933 worn by managers Jim Fregosi and Jim Leland as they exchange the lineup cards at home plate a few minutes ago.
Funny, ball players look the same. They look like ball players, no matter what generation, no matter what uniform.
Dave Dabrow celebrating his 89th birthday today, and John Sakala a birthday. Leading off is Carlos Garcia, batting at .248. Tyler Green has a fastball, a knuckle curveball. Fastball just missed for a ball. Chop to third baseman Dave Hollins. Right on the money with the throw for out number one. And that'll bring on Jay Bell. Bell's batting at .304. He has a 7-game hitting streak going for him, hitting .481 in the last 7 ball games.
Bill Younger, a birthday, 70th in North Wildwood, New Jersey today.
Cindy Yowles celebrating a birthday today. Soon to be related to that Kelly Von Heater. 1 ball and no strikes to Jay Bell. Good fastball, 1-1. At Grand Wilkes-Barre, Tyler Green was 4-7 with a 4.26 ERA. As a starter, 3-3 in an ERA of 3.86. Fisted into shallow right field, and Chamberlain can't get it. The ball goes all the way past him, and Jay Bell will end up at second base. That'll be scored as a double, but a ball that should have been caught.
Yeah, that's the right fielder's ball. Looked like Wes was a little gun shy. I think he was worried about Duncan, but that's Wes's responsibility, not the second baseman. He's the second baseman's running back there in the dark. He doesn't know, but Wes did know, and he stopped on it. He should have kept going, really, and called Duncan off.
That'll bring on Kevin Young. Young hitting at .227. Ball and no strikes.
Tyler Green really made a good pitch on Bell. I think he broke his bat. Pirates had 4 broken bat base hits in last night's game against Danny Jackson. Jackson can do that to hitters. Pitches inside a lot.
2 balls and no strikes. Tyler Green's 23 years old. He's from Inglewood, Colorado. Phillies' first-round draft pick in the June '91 draft. 10th player overall picked in that draft. Went to Wichita State and pitched in the College World Series.
Rose Barth, 80 years old today, longtime Philadelphia fan. She'd remember the '33 team, I suppose.
And birthday wishes Michael Skozen from his friends in the ticket office here at Veterans Stadium. Todd Pratt and Tyler Green now having trouble getting together on what they want to throw Kevin Young. I would expect fastball, down 2 balls and no strikes.
Happy birthday to Lillian Gramlich at Lawndale, 84 on this August 1st.
Didn't throw him a fastball. He threw that knuckle curve. And Young chased it. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Now watch the bottom drop out of this pitch. The ball, obviously, but it deceived the hitter.
Runner breaking, but it's fouled out of play. Jay Bell didn't realize it was fouled, and he
took
made his best head-first slide.
He took a real shot to the mouth and the face. When he hit the dirt, he went in like a spear. We've seen that a couple of times. That dirt might be a little soft down there, and Bell is looking it over. Look at his face. Of course, he has that soot under his eyes, that black, lamp black, I guess it is, but he went in there mouth first.
There's a good player, Jay Bell. Makes all the plays at shortstop. Here he goes.
Watch this slide.
He started a little too early.
He plugged.
He started that slide just about 5 feet too soon.
Taking another long lead.
Line drive right field. Chamberlain there makes the catch. That's 2 down. Martian Jim Gilbert, 51st anniversary wishes today. Speedy recovery to Mary Woods at Fitzgerald Mercy Hospital, a longtime Phillies fan.
Ellen and Courtney Marcus, father and sister of one of our bat boys, Craig. Birthdays today. From Yardley.
Here's Jeff King batting at .291. On the outside corner with a fastball. Ed Zelke of Collingdale, Pennsylvania, birthday, longtime Phils fan. Got the knuckle curveball over. It's a nasty pitch when he's throwing it for strikes. He throws it hard. We've seen knuckle curves in the past, Bert Hooton most primarily, but that knuckle curve, he rushes up there.
Yes, he does. He throws it harder than most knuckle curveball pitchers have. He throws it harder than Hooton, and Hooton had a good one. Ooh.
He also can throw a wild pitch with it. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
This pitch was about a 52-foot pitch. Watch that bounce way up there in front of home plate, and it bounced right on past Pratt. Didn't want to throw another one of those.
As Rich mentioned, he can pitch some really good games and then be really not very good at all. He has pitched a no-hitter this year, a 7-inning no-hitter against Ottawa.
Oh.
It's outside, Whiting. 2-2.
But he really had the right pitch. Just didn't get it over. He had King looking for that knuckle curve.
In the air to right, should be caught by Chamberlain. It is to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors and 1 left after 1/2. Pittsburgh nothing. Phil's coming to bat.
Now, reports of the legendary 2-footed object have been growing.
Anything? Nothing. Must be big. Even Chet's seen it. We're getting something.
Coming over the hill, Sarge.
Hit the light, boy. Bigfoot.
Bigfoot Pizza, the legendary value from Pizza Hut, with 2 square feet and a tasty new crust you can't get anywhere else. All for $10.99.
Okay, folks, let's break it up.
Bigfoot Pizza, the biggest pizza you can get delivered.
We know how to help you save during the Dodge 93 model clearance. Check out the lowest priced 6-passenger car out there, Dodge Spirit, with air and no extra charge, to keep your family happy. For a total of over $2,500 in savings. A great value at around $12,100.
Is this correct?
Absolutely. The factory authorized 93 model clearance. See your nearest Dodge dealer today.
It's a really good-looking Phillies road jersey, free for kids 14 and under, compliments of Gatorade. When the Phillies play the Mets Sunday, August 15th at 1:35, get a free new jersey when the Phillies play New York. Call 463-1000.
Jim Fragosi's lineup this afternoon. Lenny Dykstra, center fielder, leading off. Mariano Duncan, second base, bats second. Ricky Jordan, first base, hitting third. Dave Hollins, third baseman, bats fourth. Pete Incaviglia, left fielder, hitting fifth. Wes Chamberlain, right fielder, bats sixth. Todd Pratt will catch and hit seventh. Kevin Stocker, the shortstop, bats eighth. Batting ninth and pitching Tyler Green. They're facing the left-hander Steve Cook.
See that? 5 wins, 6 losses. ERA not too bad. 5, almost 6 strikeouts per 9 innings. Doesn't walk many. His best pitch is that curveball he has.
Defensively behind him, Jeff King at third, Jay Bell at short, Carlos Garcia at second, Kevin Young at first, Tom Prince catching. In the outfield, it's Lloyd McClendon in left, Scott Bullitt in center, and Dave Clark in right. Todd Pratt between innings talking with Tyler Green. And Lenny Dykstra will lead it off. Dude hitting at .309, leads the league in runs scored with 97. Fifth in the league in on-base percentage. Allie Cridlow of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, 70th birthday today. Starts Lenny with a curveball and misses with it, 1-0.
Phillies look kind of strange in those white helmets. Look like football players almost.
Fastball on the inside corner, 1-1. Cook's 23s from Tigard, Oregon, where he was an all-state quarterback in football, an all-state center in basketball, and an all-state pitcher in baseball. Now, he is a good athlete. 2-1. He was drafted in the 35th round of the June '89 draft. I think a lot of clubs shied away because they thought he was going to go to college as a multi-sport athlete. 2 balls and a strike. The inside corner, 2-2. Lenny not happy with a call by Jeff Kellogg, the rookie umpire.
Louise Young in Allentown, PA, 87 today.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Lenny Dykstra. The third baseman, King. Dykstra's retired, 1 down. I'll bring up Mariano Duncan. Duncan hitting at .273. Phillies remain the only team in baseball not to be shut out this year. And only one pitcher has tossed a complete game against the Phils, that being the guy on the mound today, Steve Cook. There were a couple of other occasions where pitchers could have pitched a complete game. Greg Maddux certainly could have in one of his starts against the Phils, but they took him out late in the game. A couple of the Giant pitchers probably could have with big leads, but they took them out late in the game. Good change up there by Cook. 1-1 to Mariano Duncan. Belated birthday wishes to Herman Hawk. Celebrated his 66th recently. From his baseball buddy Michelle. Lofted in the air to left. McClendon there. Duncan's retired, 2 down. And it will bring up Ricky Jordan. Jordan hitting at .277. Started every game in this series. John Kruk out with a hip injury. Kruk should be ready to go again on Tuesday. Phillies will be in Atlanta Tuesday night, a 3-game series with the Braves, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Ball and no strikes to Ricky Jordan. Slammed it just foul.
Clara Huber in Philadelphia, 78 today, and we send our Get well wishes to Kevin Coyle in the great Northeast. Just had surgery.
1 ball and 1 strike to Ricky Jordan. Oh, nice grab by Cook. And he throws Jordan out to retire the side. No runs, hits, or errors, and none left at the end of 1 inning. It's a 0-0 game.
It has a state-of-the-art security system with numerous electronic sensors located at key points of entry. Should a thief try to break in, an alarm sounds, lights flash, and all operation automatically shuts down. We've heard Fort Knox has a rather impressive security system, too. The Nissan Maxima GXE.
Now until August 3rd, you can lease a Maxima GXE for $1,000 down and $269 a month for 24 months.
The Phillies look to cook a Canadian goose when they play Montreal Tuesday, August 10th and Wednesday, August 11th at 7:35 and Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 and a business person special. Then Bonilla, Doc, and the Mets make a house call Friday, August 13th, 7:35, Saturday, August 14th, 7:05, and Sunday, August 15th at 1:35 when kids 14 and under get a free Phillies road jersey. Call 463-1000.
The metal cylinder is secured and turned in a counterclockwise motion, causing the internal railing to rise and disengage. It's easy to make something as simple as opening a jar complex. The challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile. We take cutting-edge technology and place it comfortably in your hands. Bell Atlantic Mobile. Advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
After 1 inning of play, the Phils 0 and Pittsburgh 0. Upcoming Phillies telecasts include Tuesday, August 3rd and Wednesday, August 4th. Tuesday's game here on PHL 17. Wednesday's game will be on Sports Channel from Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta. Dave Clark leads it off for the Pirates. Takes one a little bit wide for a ball. 1-0. Clark hitting at .250. 2 balls and no strikes. Anniversary wishes to Louise and Sal Faringo from Belmar, New Jersey, from their children Sal Jr., Bobby, and Patricia. 2 balls and no strikes. A little bit high, 3-0.
Joe and Martha Kempczynski, golden wedding anniversary today.
Walked him on 4 pitches. So Clark, a leadoff base runner. In 82 1/3 innings, that's Grant Wilkes-Barre. Green had pretty good control, 60 strikeouts and 28 walks. Batter will be Lloyd McClendon, hitting at 193. Runner at first base, nobody out here in the second. Five straight pitches out of the strike zone here in the second, and Todd Pratt out to talk to Tyler Green.
Steve Bogdan in Bethlehem, 76 today, and Irvin Fox in Kutztown, PA, 76.
This copyright telecast presented by authority of the Phillies may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. Hit on the ground to Hollins with a runner going only 1 play to first base. He gets McClendon. Clark moves up to second. One down, Clark at second base, and the batter is Scott Bullitt.
Got a young rooter up here. Grandson David.
David cheering for the Phillies here. Scott Bullitt hitting at 220. 1 strike to him. The Dank Social Club from Lewistown, Pennsylvania, here in Mass today. On this nostalgia day as we turn back the clocks to 1933. Played off the high fastball. It's 1-1. Headline from the Philadelphia Inquirer on August 1st, 1933, and it was hot then too. 60 years later, same kind of heat wave we've had. Good pitch, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second base, Clark, with 1 out. Nothing game here in the second. Played off the pitch. It's a little bit low. 2-2.
Send our best along to Harold Hocking in Ashland, PA, and Margaret Manfrey in Drexel Hill, 82 years old today.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Ooh. Just missed with it. Full count. Struck him out. Called out on strikes as Bullet. That's 2 down, and that'll bring on Tom Prince.
Gave him that 3-2 knuckle curve. And this one dropped right in there, right through the middle.
Froze him. Green has pitched 1 previous game out of the bullpen early this season. He came north with the Phillies to open the season. Pitched a game against the Cubs. Gave up 2 runs in 1 inning on a 2-run home run by Mark Grace. 1 strike to Tom Prince. Clark at second base with 2 down. Ooh, a little bit high. 1-1.
The one thing that worries me about that knuckle curve today, Harry, is that he's bringing it in there high. Hanging knuckle curve is just like almost any other hanging ball. You can hit him. It's a good one. It has some break to it, but if it's up high, he can get in trouble.
Two and one. Todd Pratt again out to talk to Tyler Green. The Phillies RBI tournament concluded yesterday with the Lighthouse League All-Stars defeating the Puerto Rican Rookie League All-Stars 6-5 in the championship game. The Lighthouse League will represent Philadelphia in the RBI World Series in St. Louis August 10th through the 13th. Phillies thank the Lighthouse staff for hosting the tournament. Oh, the ball gets away from Pratt on a high pitch. It's 3-1. Probably should have been caught, although they're scoring at a wild pitch. 3-1 the count to Prince.
He throws that knuckle curve so hard. See, that's a ball that Pratt ought to catch it. Catchers are geared to catch low pitches in the dirt. I mean, that's all they practice on. They never practice on catching anything high, so they're just not logged into high pitches.
He really sawed him off, and he pops it up to Dave Hollins to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 0-0.
Imagine yourself trapped in a horrifying nightmare.
$105 grand a year for the rest of your life.
The victim of a madman's demented plan.
The cops found the body with no clothes on.
Framed for murder.
It's my gun!
There's only one way out.
I want to deal only with you.
Play a deadly game with Roy Scheider and Margaret and Vanity. You only play once. 52 pickup. Today at 4 on PHL 17.
For years now, Mr. Krylon Spray Paint's been showing you how to get a professional finish, while I've been taking to the cleaners. Well, no more. Krylon's easy. Go play with your tarantula. I'll spray it here, the other leading brand there. Krylon's smooth, no runs, no drips, no airs, and dries to the touch in 12 minutes. 2 hours later, the other brand's tacky. Yeah, Johnny.
Hey, all right.
Have a seat.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. I got to get back to my spray painting.
Don't get any paint on you.
For a fast, smooth, professional finish, get Krylon.
You just passed a BMW 540i, and you know your Lexus GS can outcorner it. And you wonder if they know. Then you think to yourself, which is worse for them? You knowing how much more they paid, or them knowing how little you paid? Ask your New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania area Lexus dealer about the Lexus GS custom-tailored lease. He'll know.
It's the 4th Business Person Special of the season. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 when the Phillies play the young, explosive Expos. Put some exciting baseball on your calendar. Call 463-1000.
Phillies will embark on a trip to Atlanta and Florida, but back here at Veterans Stadium on Tuesday, August 10th against Montreal. The Expos in August 10th, 11th, and 12th. The 12th will be Business Person Special number 4 at 12:35. Then Dallas Green brings the Mets in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Sunday will be Road Jersey Day. 4 tickets for the coming homestand. Just call 463-1000. Dave Hollins leads it off, hitting at .269. Hollins batting .328 right-handed. Gave him a change for a strike. Johnny Padres, Phillies pitching coach, talking to Tyler Green between innings with the disabled Tommy Green in the background. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's Tommy. On the 15-day DL with a pulled groin muscle. He'll miss a couple of starts. Hopefully he'll be 100% when he returns. He was pitching very well. 2 balls and a strike to Dave Hollins. Changeup. Let's use that pitch effectively here in the early going. 2-2.
He has 2 pitchers on this Pirate staff that could really help him with that. Smith and Tomlin. They have great off-speed pitches.
Curveball missed, full count.
That's the pitch he hasn't been able to get over. The one he was getting over when the Phillies faced him in Pittsburgh. It's a good curveball, but he is getting the changeup over in his fastball.
Changeup. Gave him a 3-2 change. He's not going to give in too much with fastballs. We'll pause for station identification on the Phil's television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Slammed to left field. This ball off the base of the fence. Hollins will get a double on it.
I guess that's why he didn't want to throw him a fastball. He threw him only one, and you saw what happened to it. A bullet off the bottom of the fence. He crushed this ball right down the middle of the plate. Good pitch to hit.
Bring on Pete Incaviglia, hitting at .255, a 2-homer game last night. Has 15 home runs, knocked in 58.
Now that does look like an old-time ball player there.
Man fits right into that 33 uniform. 1 ball and no strikes. The Lighthouse League, as we mentioned, representing Philadelphia in the RBI World Series in St. Louis, August 10th through the 13th. Phillies thank the Lighthouse staff for hosting the tournament. Congratulate all who participated. Phillies rookie leagues and RBI leagues are sponsored by Mellon PSFS and McDonald's. 1 ball and 1 strike to Incaviglia.
Incaviglia has really dropped his hands. Remember how he used to carry him up there like the...
He dropped the bat head on that ball, and this ball's out of here. Home run, Pete Incaviglia. A 2-run shot. Phil's jump to a 2-0 lead here in the second. Number 16 for the Inkman.
3 home runs in the last 2 ball games for him. 2 last night. One of them a tape measure job. I believe he hit an off-speed pitch. It was also up. Here is the pitch. That looks, what was that, slider? Change up?
I thought it was a change.
Well,
yeah.
whatever. It was slower.
Wes Chamberlain takes one over for a strike. Wes hitting at 278. Incaviglia now 16 homers and 60 RBIs. He has a lot of RBIs per at bat.
Especially when you consider he went a month without picking up hardly anything.
1 ball and 1 strike to Chamberlain. Pops a foul, coming back and out of play.
The IBM film the tape on Incaviglia's home run, 385 feet.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Wes Chamberlain. Laid off it, 2-2. Phillies now are tied with the Giants and the Braves for home runs. 105 home runs by each club. Phillies lead the league in runs scored with 570. Chamberlain chasing a bad pitch. He goes down swinging. 1 down. It'll bring up Todd Pratt.
He's had a very productive last 5 at-bats with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs.
Curveball for a strike to Pratt, who's hitting at 226. Another curveball, and he bounces a foul. 0-2 to Todd Pratt. On the ground is shortstop Jay Bell. Throws Pratt out. 2 down, and that'll bring up Kevin Stocker. Stocker batting at 385 as a right-hand hitter, hitting 563, 9 for 16. He's really done a good job since being called up from Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Bills leading 2-0 on Pete Incaviglia's 2-run homer. Good bunt. No prayer. Bunt base hit for Kevin Stocker. Not a bad play there to turn the lineup over. He's not going to hit a home run. Doesn't hit many home runs.
You don't have that pitcher leading off the next inning. It was a good bunt. King playing way back, didn't have any shot at all to make the play at first.
Brings on Tyler Green. This will be his first major league at bat. We don't know what kind of hitter he is. 1 strike to him. 2 strikes to Tyler Green. Got him on 3 pitches. That'll retire the side. Phil's got 2 in the inning on the 2-run homer by Incaviglia after 2-0 Phils.
Explore legends, be bold. Conquer dragons, cross countries, hear tales being told. Adventures waiting, there's no time to waste. Come see, come conquer, there's only one place. Lore's Gardens, a nearby faraway place. Lore's Gardens, Williamsburg, come see, conquer. You got all your bad boys, they fight and they curse. But Mr. Goody Two-Shoes will whip you worse. But Mr. Two-Shoes, he got some new shoes. The ones the red and brown shoes and all the universe. He might be nice, sweet, good and kind, but he'll put his Converse shoes on and leave tire tracks on your behind.
Nice shoes, KJ. See you later, okay?
If everyone got together and concentrated on everything they ever wanted and everything they ever hoped for in a mid-sized sedan, it's possible, just possible, that something miraculous might happen. Introducing the all-new 1994 Mitsubishi Galant. Never underestimate the power of the human mind. Mitsubishi, the new thinking in automobiles.
It's a really good-looking Phillies road jersey, free for kids 14 and under, compliments of Gatorade, when the Phillies play the Mets Sunday, August 15th at 1:35. Get a free new jersey when the Phillies play New York. Call 463-1000.
Steve Cook, the Pittsburgh pitcher, leads off with a base hit to left field on the first pitch thrown by Tyler Green here in the 3rd. Cook, a 109 hitter. That's singles for the 2nd hit off Tyler Green. That'll bring on Carlos Garcia, who grounded out his first time up. Phillies lead 2-0. We're in the 3rd.
I think you'll see a lot of hitters going after that first fastball. He usually doesn't throw his knuckle curve on the first pitch.
One strike to Garcia. Our trivia question of the afternoon is brought to you by Roy Rogers. Today, Reggie Jackson becomes the 215th inductee into baseball's Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, who were the first 5 players elected to the Hall of Fame. No balls and 2 strikes to Carlos Garcia. Missed 1 and 2 to Garcia. He grounded out his first time up. Third inning, Phillies on top 2-0. Bit high. 2-2. Beats a foul at home plate. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Garcia with Cook at first base. Nobody out here in the 3rd. Update on the Ike file. Ike was a World War II veteran at the Battle of the Bulge. Recently turned 72 in 1945, just About a month before the end of the war, he was struck with shrapnel that knocked away a third of his skull. That's got a chance to be a double play. It is. Ground ball double play. 2 outs and no base runners. Phils turned it nicely. Kevin Stocker and Mariano Duncan. Ike File in 1945 was given 1 chance in a million to live. 48 years later, he still lives. They always have a get-together of the File clan here at Veterans Stadium. Ike lives with his brother Joe, quit his job with Pico to take care of his brother. 1 ball and no strikes to Jay Bell, who doubled his first time up. 1-1 to him. No question about the stuff of Tyler Green.
Oh, he has a good arm. He's always had a good arm. It scares you. He has that great arm, and every once in a while it goes south on him.
He's broken down quite a bit in his short career. Into center field, a base hit for Bell, his second hit. The batter will be Kevin Young. Business person special number 4 coming up Thursday, August 12th against Montreal, the 4th BP special. Great matchup. Marquise Grissom and Company. Great fun in the sun. The day sponsored by Mellon PSFS. For tickets, just call 463-1000. One strike to Kevin Young. He lined out to right field his first time up. Two strikes to Kevin Young. Up and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little bit high, 2-2. Late swing and a foul. Still 2-2. Runner breaking, and it's fouled again down the first base side.
Amazing that the only batter to pull the ball off Tyler Green was the pitcher. Cook pulled the ball in the hole between third and short. Tim Leland.
Runner goes again. It doesn't matter. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Tyler Green. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Phils.
If your business gives up AT&T quality because some other company predicts a deluge of savings on a long-distance call, don't be surprised if the forecast is wrong. Leaving AT&T doesn't make a lot of sense. If your business gives up AT&T quality, chasing after big savings from another long-distance company, don't expect to find a pot of gold. Leaving AT&T doesn't make a lot of sense.
Imagine the smooth acceleration, the quick response, the high performance of
93-octane Exxon Supreme gasoline. Move up to Exxon Supreme and turn the tiger loose.
What if someone were to design a car about the size of a Ford Taurus outside, but with more room for people than Taurus or Toyota Camry inside? Someone did. What if someone were to design a car with safety features Taurus and Camry don't give you, like both driver and passenger side airbags standard, or an available integrated child safety seat? Someone did. And what if a prestigious magazine were to name this car Automobile of the Year? One of them did. Dodge Intrepid. This changes everything.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers. It reminds you friends know when to say when. By Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. And by Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut Delivery now and have your pizza by the 6th inning. Lenny Dykstra leads it off for the Phils. He grounded out his first time up. Phillies lead 2-0. Starts him with a curveball and misses 1-0. Our trivia question of the afternoon brought to you by Roy Rogers. Reggie Jackson goes into the Hall of Fame today. Can you name the first 5 players elected into baseball's Hall of Fame at Cooperstown?
Well, Cobb, I think, was first, wasn't he?
Ty Cobb was one of them.
LeBabe.
The great Bambino, Babe Ruth, was another of them.
Honus
Wagner was another one. Very good. You're on a roll. The other 2, I'll give you a hint, were pitchers. In the air to right field. Dave Clark is there waiting. Squeezes it. 1 down.
Well, I guess you'd have to put Cy Young in there, wouldn't you?
That would be incorrect.
He only won 500 games.
I know. He must come in shortly thereafter.
Well, Walter Johnson was in there.
Big Train was in there.
Yeah.
One more. This guy pitched for the Phils.
Grover Cleveland. No.
Maybe this guy didn't pitch for the Phils. It was Giants.
Well, that would be that. I know who it is. Mathewson?
Christy Mathewson is correct. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, how long did it take Cy Young to get in there with those 500 wins?
That's a good question. I don't know. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Duncan. Bouncing up there, it's 2-2.
You know, Reggie's going in today, and you know, that's great for him. But when you think that Joe DiMaggio didn't go in the Hall of Fame in his first year.
He didn't?
He did not. I think it took him like three tries.
Wow. That's amazing. In the writer's wing, posthumously, the late Bus Sate. His wife Helen is in Cooperstown. Bus, a dear friend of ours over the years. Wrote for the Trenton Times. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Cook. 2 down here in the 3rd. And in the broadcast wing, brilliant Baltimore announcer Chuck Thompson will be going in.
Now batting for the Phillies, first baseman Ricky Jordan.
Ricky Jordan grounded back to the mound his first time up.
Great socks. Like Thatcher Longstreth.
Thatcher has on his Princeton orange today. with a big button in orange and black that says "Save Princeton Wrestling." Sports page headline in 1933. Matt Dudley leading the Philadelphia Open. National League standings. Don Hurst is satisfied with his salary. Hurst was putting together some great numbers. Ricky Jordan is out, so are the Phillies in the third. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Chris Wheeler and Andy Musser join you in the fourth. At the end of 3, it's 2-0 Phils.
It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
Okay, panel. How can you recognize the genuine Yellow Pages?
It has a yellow cover.
Good.
This is a Bell of Pennsylvania on the front?
Right.
It has more choices inside.
Yes! That's how you tell a genuine article from mere imitators. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
The genuine Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic Company.
It's been a record-breaking year at your Chrysler Plymouth dealers. So how should we bring it to a close? With a record-breaking clearance. Enjoy a selection of Concord's, Automobile Magazine's Automobile of the Year, and remarkable savings on all these 93 cars and minivans. Get Plymouth Acclaim, the lowest priced 6-passenger car in America, with air and automatic. Save around $2,600. The record-breaking clearance, now at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
Sunday, August 15th, when the Phillies play the Mets at 1:35, Road Jersey Day, a brand new gift for children 14 and under, a gray shirt that looks just like the Phillies road jersey, including the logo in Phillies red. Compliments of Gatorade and a must for all the youngsters. To get your tickets, call 463-1000. 2-0 Phillies. We move to the fourth inning, and here's a liner off the bat of King. It's going to be fielded nicely by Incaviglia and holds him to a single. You could see that ball getting through. That was a terrific job by Incaviglia. Off the bat, that's a 2-base hit.
Yeah, and the fans picked right up on that, Andy. What a fine play Incaviglia made. You know, he'll fool you with his speed in the outfield, too. For a big guy, he can really move around. And that ball did look like a double off the bat, especially on the turf.
And especially on a day game. We've got the Sunday hop going here today for sure. So the Pirates again get their leadoff runner on. They've done that 3 innings in a row now. Dave Clark is at the plate. He walked to lead off the second inning. Clark playing in right field today. He's had more starts in left field this year. King is safe. King, by the way, has stolen 5 bases, but he's been caught 5 times.
Tyler Green made a good move over there that time. I think it surprised King.
King is going, and the pitch is grounded to second base. Duncan had the back, so that leaves him only the play at first. King to second on the ground out by Clark, 1 away.
Pirates are a team that must hit and run a lot because they don't have any power. You know, people criticize the Phillies sometimes because they say Fregosi doesn't hit and run a lot. Well, the Phillies don't have a team to hit and run with much. As you look at Jim Leland, he don't want to hit and run as much as he does, but he doesn't have anybody that hits the ball out of the ballpark. Phillies have a lot of guys that hit home runs and a lot of guys that swing through pitches, so you don't want to hit and run that much. Doesn't make any sense.
Here's Lloyd McClendon, takes inside, ball 1. If Willie Stargell was around, he probably wouldn't do it either,
No,
right?
Exactly. I mean, if he had a team of thumpers the way the Phillies do, you know, you let them do what they do best. If you have teams that don't hit the ball out of the ballpark, you better hit and run.
McClendon having a real tough year. He's been very, very good in this limited role that they have for him in Pittsburgh, but this year he just can't seem to get it going, batting .191.
Been a valuable player for the Pirates, too, in some of their championship years. He plays a number of positions, and he can hit left-handers.
And he's been a good pinch hitter, but he hasn't done much of that this year either. Here's a bullet. Foul ball. Foul by about 18 inches. Talking about 1933, you could get sirloin steak for 29 cents a pound, dozen eggs for 29 cents, chicken for 22 cents a pound, a loaf of bread was only 5 cents, and potatoes, 2 cents a pound.
Steak and spuds would have been pretty cheap.
Boy. Wonder what meal money was then. Pitches high ball. Now you talk about real estate. A modern 6-room house in Detroit, you get one for $2,800. You might get one today for $2,800. Some parts of Detroit.
Not in Beverly Hills, though.
No.
Look at that. Beverly Hills for $5,000.
2 balls and 2 strikes on McClendon. Tyler Green has pitched out of some trouble here. The Pirates have had a runner in every inning, and they've left 3 on base. Green hoping to be able to complete that streak here and get McClendon and Bullitt. It's full count.
There's those color stockings that the Pirates are wearing today, with the red and blue.
Plenty showing, too. McClendon's got that old-time ball player look. Pickoff play. Oh, if that throw had been down just a little bit, he would have gotten King.
And he and Duncan worked that very well then. Duncan gave him a sign that he was going to break, and Tyler Green wheels and throws. He knows he's going to be there, so then it's up to Green whether he wants to throw or just fake it.
Ball 4. McClendon draws a walk, and the Pirates have 2 on with 1 out. The left-handed batting Scott Bullitt will come up. He took a called 3rd strike in his only at-bat so far today.
Bullitt is a guy that looks like at this point handles off-speed stuff better than anything hard. So you would think they would approach him with hard fastballs or hard breaking balls.
There it is, and back through the mound. Out into center field, going to try to score the runner. Here's the play to the plate. He scores. King across the plate. It's a 2-1 ball game on a single by Bullitt, and that was a bullet.
That's the hardest ball we've seen Scott Bullitt hit. It was a fastball too, but Green made a bad pitch to him. Ball was right up where he could handle it, and he hit it right back through the middle. See right here, it's a high fastball out over the plate. Tyler Green is 6'5" and couldn't get down to get it in time.
Bullitt picks up only his 2nd major league run batted in.
Lenny Dykstra's throw, even though it wasn't in time, was low enough that it froze McClendon at 2nd.
Tom Prince is at the plate. 2-1 Phillies. Prince takes low a ball.
What the outfielder has to do on that play is make the base runner at least think that it might get cut off. And if it's so high that it can't get cut off, then McClendon might have gone to 3rd.
Still only 1 out in the inning. There goes the runner for 3rd. The other runner goes as well. Pratt's throw. He is out. Pratt throws out McClendon, attempting to steal. Bullitt takes 2nd.
Well, Andy, we talked about how much Leland hits and runs. Well, that's what he did again there. He's trying to hit and run with Tom Prince, and it backfires because Prince swings through a pitch, and then Pratt goes for the lead man there, McClendon, and DeMuth just waiting to make sure that Hollins held on to the baseball. So there the hit and run backfires.
Runner at 2nd and 2 outs. Curveball is in for a strike to Prince, and it's 1-2. Prince popped up in his first at bat. It's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the backup catcher. Tyler in his major league debut as a starter, and the only other game in which he appeared was opening day here at the Vet, when he worked 1 inning of relief against the Cubs. Checked his swing. He went through the swing. Pratt has to throw to first. It's a strikeout, and the out recorded at first base to end the inning. Green's 3rd strikeout. Pirates get a run, 2 hits, and 1 left. 2-1 Phillies.
Wavelength hits the road to check out what's hot, hip, and happening. First stop, Universal Studios Hollywood.
I'm so excited.
Get the inside scoop on Blossom's Joey Lawrence.
A duet with Whitney Houston would be incredible. Wow! He said it, I did. No.
And Street Beat goes on the night beat in LA's dance clubs.
My lipstick okay?
Wavelength. No rules. Just fun.
Tomorrow at 5:30 on PHL 17.
The 93 Pontiac Grand Am. You may never see payments this low again. You may never see a price like this again. Don't miss the savings during the 93 Pontiac closeout.
Son of a gun protectant. Nothing works better on your car's leather, vinyl, and rubber. It can turn just about anything into a great-looking car.
Nice car.
What, this pile of junk?
Give it the gun with Son of a Gun. Son of a Gun and one-step tire care. Now available at Pep Boys.
Good afternoon. I'm Neil Hartman with a sports break in the American League this afternoon. No score. Cleveland and Kansas City in the early going. Detroit 1, Toronto nothing in the fourth. Roger Clemens, by the way, got bit by a dog on his way to the ballpark. Boston does lead Baltimore 1-0 in the fourth. 4-run first for Milwaukee. They lead the Yankees 6-1 in the third. California, Seattle, and Oakland, those are all later starts this afternoon. We send it back now to the Veterans Stadium. It's bottom of the fourth. 2-1 Phils to Wheels and Andy.
All right, Neil, you got to be careful how do you get to the ballpark anymore, don't you?
It's out for those strays, huh?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Here's Dave Hollins to lead it off. 2-1 Phillies as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Hollins double to lead off the second, was on base when Incaviglia uncorked his home run.
I think the key to beating this guy is to make him miss with that curveball and get behind a hitter, because he has a very average fastball. The thing in Pittsburgh was that he threw that curveball for a strike almost any time he wanted.
Yeah, he had amazing control in that ball game, and he was getting his changeup over, too.
And it's such a big curveball. It has so much loop to it that it has to be a tough pitch to consistently throw for a called strike.
2-0 the count on Hollins. He takes a strike. Want to send greetings today to Hazel and Bob Lambert of Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, celebrating their 48th wedding anniversary today. Curve for a strike, and it's 2-2.
Birthday wishes to Alexa Zoll, daughter of Chris and Betty Lynn Zoll, having a party up in Bensalem today with all the Zoll family. So wish them the best and have a good time.
And I'll bet there's a party where Robert Sawyer is celebrating his 98th birthday today. Well, it's a full count now on Hollins.
Hollins has taken 5 pitches in this at-bat. Lately, Dave has been much more patient, and as a result, he's hitting ahead in the count more and starting to swing the bat a little bit better.
3-2, bouncer, deep third, played by King. Hollins is way saved. Dave is 2 for 2 following his infield single.
It's going to be tough for King to throw him out, even if he had fielded it cleanly, but he doesn't get the ball out on the first try. Watch right here. As he backs up on it, which he has to do, when he reaches for it, he doesn't get it the first time. Now when he finally throws, he doesn't have a grip on it. Can't even use the turf to get anything on the throw, and Hollins gets an infield hit.
Here comes a hot batter, 3 home runs in his last 2 ball games. Pete Incaviglia hit one last night into the 500 level, only the 39th to do that here at Veterans Stadium. Curveball, gets all of that, but he was anxious and got out in front of it.
Yeah, he's really swinging the bat well right now.
Belated birthday greetings to Gary Garcino of North Philadelphia. Celebrated a few days ago. 1 strike the count on Incaviglia, who hit number 16 his last time up there.
Cook has thrown 13 home runs already this year, and that's a lot.
Inside corner, and boy, that was something. Incaviglia did not give ground. He thought that pitch was inside. But he wasn't giving ground, and it caught the plate, according to the umpire. 0-2. Strike 3 called in exactly the same spot, and Inky didn't like either one of them. And he says so. Phillies return to play the Expos and the Mets starting on August 10th. 3-game series with the Expos, including a Thursday day game, business person special, the 12th at 12:35. Mets for the weekend. And don't forget Road Jersey Day on the 15th. 463-1000, the number to call for your tickets. Chamberlain struck out the first time West was up there today. 2-1 Phillies in the fourth.
Say one thing for Kellogg. He certainly established that that's a strike to Incaviglia.
That's right. Those pitches were identical, those last two. Curveball misses.
See how big that breaking ball is he throws it, how much ground it covers. That's why I was saying how hard that must be to consistently throw for a called strike. Now, when he gets ahead of a hitter's going to chase it.
Time call. Phillies did a good job in the ball game last night of just keeping the offense going. They scored in the first, in the second, in the fourth, in the fifth. And that's what they want to try to do here today. So far, the only thing they have is Incaviglia's home run, but they have kept the pressure on. Jimmy Leland talking to Jim before the ball game. He says it's been a good year for him. He said a lot of people are saying that, you know, this has been such a different year from the 3 straight division winning teams. He said, but I haven't minded it at all. You know, he was a minor league manager for a long time. He's a teacher of baseball, and he can fit this mode too.
Plus, they gave him a nice big contract, so he's very secure. So all he has to do is just do his thing and be quiet and go with the program.
Chamberlain hits it hard, left field, base hit. Holland stops at second. The Phillies have 2 on with 1 out. The balls they're hitting off Cook, they're hitting hard.
And they're hitting him, Andy, because they're getting ahead in the count. Chamberlain worked him to 2-0, and now he gets a pitch he can handle. That's the key to beating any pitcher, but I think really in the case of Cook, the Phillies just were not able to get ahead in the count on him that game in Pittsburgh, and he just buried them that night.
The only pitcher to go the distance against the Phils this year, Pratt 0 for 1, ground ball to shortstop. 2-1 Phillies. Here's a ball hit to left field. That's in for extra bases. Holland scores. Chamberlain going to third. Pratt's double makes it 3-1 Phillies. The fanatic loves it as the Phillies get their 2-run lead back.
Well, Todd Pratt had seen Cook one time, and this time he's sitting on something, looked like, but actually hit it off the end of the bat and hooked it. And McClellan is not going to run many of those kind of balls down in left field, so he's able to get it into the corner. Pratt gets most of his hits the other way.
A double for Pratt, his 7th run batted in. The infield is in, as you can notice, for Kevin Stocker, who got an RBI single last night with a draw in infield, but it was a line drive to right. Would have been a hit no matter what the defense. Stocker dropped a bunt for a single today, his first time up.
Kevin put a beautiful bunt down, as Andy said last time up. This is not a situation where you do that again, though, because even if you beat it out, then you have the bases loaded for a pitcher coming up with 1 out. So you want your hitter swinging the bat, and I don't think anybody has to tell Kevin Stocker that. 396. He is so baseball aware. A lot of young players that come up nowadays. Now, he was a college player, too, but a lot of young players that come up just don't understand situations for some reason. He knows exactly what he's doing every moment on offense and defense.
Going to walk him, Wheels. They're going to take the bat right out of his hands and go ahead and give him that bunt single you were talking about.
Yep. Yeah, Jim Leland decides he's going to go here. Now, the thing you could disagree with Leland on is he's going to have to face Dykstra in this inning, because you don't play for the pitcher to necessarily hit into a double play. Now, Jim Leland knows what he's doing at all times, and he knows when he walks the 8-hitter with 1 out, he has to think that Dykstra will come to the plate in this inning.
Well, that's true, although he has handled Dykstra today. He's gotten him on a ground ball to third and a fly to right, and it is left.
Exactly.
So
So he's comfortable with it.
Curveball, it missed.
And maybe he'll get a double play out of Tyler Green, too.
Tyler Green would be well advised to make him throw a strike. Green did strike out in his first major league at bat in the second inning. 1-1.
Tyler's a good athlete. He's a good basketball player. Getting to be a pretty good golfer. So, you know, he has a chance to handle himself up there, and he's very aggressive, as you can see. He's not staying away off the plate. Looks like he wants to get out of there right away.
Curveball.
Well, he's having a little trouble with that hook, though.
You don't see too many hooks like that in the minor leagues. This guy does have a good curveball, no doubt about it. A swing and a miss. Well, you're right. He's going to have to face Dykstra.
Yeah, well, you know, as a manager, Jim Leland knows that. But as you said, Cook's handled him pretty well.
Lenny today, ground ball to third, fly ball to right. What a hand for Lenny. He's had an amazing stretch here now. 0 for 2 today, batting at .308, but he's hit safely in 11 of 12. He batted .374 for the month of July. He has the top on-base percentage of any leadoff man. .426. Curveball for a strike.
Dykstra's 1 for 6 off Cook this year with a strikeout.
Bases loaded and 2 outs. Phillies ahead 3-1. Chance to bust it open here. 0-2 on Lenny.
Tough spot for a left-handed hitter when Cook gets you in the hole 0-2. Because he has a good enough fastball that you just can't sit on his breaking ball. Basically, what you can do with his fastball, unless he makes a mistake, is foul it or hit it the other way. Because you have to be aware of that curveball.
Got a fastball and pops it up. Shallow right field. Coming on is Clark. Stayed in the air a long time. Dykstra is down. Phillies pick up a run in the 4th inning. They do so on 3 hits and leave 3 on. And the Phillies lead at 3-1.
From 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to right here in Pennsylvania, people are searching for new choices in health care.
The costs are strangling me.
Which inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice.
Seems like you always have to give something up.
A health plan that gives people the benefits of an HMO.
No one has the right to tell me what doctor I can see.
Without asking them to give up their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
It was for immigrants and their children and their dreams. It was for families. For new beginnings. And today, there's still just one reason why we always do our best. It's for you. Mellon PSFS.
This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
Well, let's check out how they scored. Phillies jumped on the board in the 2nd inning on a double by Dave Hollins. Pete Incaviglia's 16th of the year. Scott Bullitt got the Pirates back a run in the 4th with an RBI single to center field. Todd Pratt had just come back and doubled in a run. Phil's 3, Pirates 1. We head to the 5th, Andy.
All right, Wills, and it'll be the Pirate pitcher to lead it off. He got a single his first time up, and as you described when you and I were talking about it over in radio, it was kind of a nothing fastball. I don't guess you'll see one of them again here, will
Well, I think Tyler Green will concentrate more now. You know, he just threw like a batting practice type fastball to the pitcher, figuring, well, I'll just get ahead of him. Well, in big leagues, you got to be careful stuff like that. So I think he'll be a little more careful with it here.
Cook got his 6th hit of the year.
He was. I mean, he threw him a fastball, tried to put it in the location that time, a little bit down and away from him.
Cook now batting 128 with that hit. He has 2 doubles.
You don't have to be that careful with it.
No, you don't want to walk him. 2-0 on Steve Cook. That's in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Pirates have had their leadoff hitter on the last 3 innings in a row.
One of them being Cook in the 3rd.
Right.
He really overthrew that pitch then.
3-1. What do you think the Phillies expect out of Tyler Green today?
They don't know. And that's as honest as Fregosi could be before the game.
Here's ground ball up the middle. Stocker can't get it. Playing him to pull the ball. Stocker could not get it, though he dove, and that's another base hit for Cook. 2 for 2.
Well, you make a lot of hitters better when you throw 3-1, but it's surprising that he was playing him to pull that much. You know, with a pitcher batting against a right-handed pitcher who throws hard, I don't quite understand, you know, why he was over that much, because, you know, he would have gotten to that if he wasn't playing him to pull so much.
The Pirates' 6th hit of the afternoon. They've been getting that leadoff man on, and here is Garcia advancing him with a single to right. And over to third base goes Cook. It's 1st and 3rd, nobody out, as Garcia gets a hit. So we got trouble here in the Pirate 5th inning.
Time that pitcher gets on with nobody out, it's almost always trouble. Garcia does a good job of taking a fastball and inside outing it down the right field line for a base hit, and good base running by the pitcher Cook, who recognized it off the bat immediately and gets to third base.
Roger Mason up for the Phillies.
You were asking about how long he pitched. Fregosi said, I don't know. He said, I haven't seen that much of him. As Johnny Padres comes out, he says, we're just going to let him go, see how he does, and then we'll decide. The bullpen is rested after the last couple games, so he can go a lot of different ways today.
Now there's a guy who can wear that uniform.
Johnny looks good in that.
He does. Johnny's visits to the mound are always brief and always positive. They got to go after Jay Bell now, and Bell is 2 for 2 today. It was a gift double, a looper into right field, and then a sharply hit single to center field. So Bell is at 308 as he stands up there. 2 on, nobody out.
Phillies will play their infield at double play depth.
Base hit for Bell. Run scores. 3-2 ball game. Turning second, Garcia. Play to third, cut off, and it's still 1st and 3rd, and now a 1-run game.
Well, the Pirates are adjusting a little bit better to Tyler Green now, too. They hadn't seen him, and a lot of times you'll find out as you go through the lineup. And they're also swinging at a lot more first balls, Andy, and I think the reason being that they think they're going to get more first ball fastballs, and they don't want to get behind and have to face that curveball and knuckle curve that he's throwing.
Kevin Young has lined to right and struck out. Phillies still at double play depth. Even giving up the tying run here for 2 outs would be a great trade. We're in the 5th. Ball and a strike on Young. Young has played a little third base for Pittsburgh this year, primarily a first baseman. One of the building block players for the Pirates.
Threw a changeup over to first.
Yeah.
It was full Jordan.
Two balls and a strike on Young. Still no outs here in the Pittsburgh 5th inning. Pirates are going into Chicago. They're going to play 4 straight day games in Chicago. I'm not sure anybody can afford that, health-wise.
Yeah, that's a long time to spend in that great city. That's close to a balk. He better be careful with that. That front foot hardly pivoted at all. And there are certain umpires in the league who are going to nail him with that one.
Now it's a 3-1 count.
Fregosi just looking on and observing today.
Ground ball. It's a double play ball. There's one. There's the other one. Run scores, tie game, but the Phillies will take it. That's what they were playing for.
Has a good trade for them. It's just a tie ball game now. But there's nobody on base, and Kevin Stocker is really good at getting those double plays started. He gave Duncan a perfect flip and Mariano a good pivot.
2 outs now, and here is Jeff King. He's flied to right and singled. He scored the first Pirate run. 3-3 game in the 5th. King's been a hot hitter lately. Came into the ball game batting .462 over the last 4 games. Pirates on a kind of a discontinued trip as far as geography is concerned. It goes Philadelphia, Chicago, New York,
Pittsburgh. That's back and forth. They're doing some zigzagging.
Base hit. Can it get between them? Incaviglia dives and cannot cut it off, so King's got a double. And that double play looks really big now.
I hope Incaviglia's all right. You see he's holding that right hand as well as he's swinging the bat. That his hand go down into that turf, and sometimes you can get hurt. And here's Fregosi. He's going to come get Tyler Green right now. Fastball. That might have been a knuckle curve. It started to go down there at the end, but Incaviglia hustling the whole way and then jams his right hand into the turf.
Nice hand for Tyler as he leaves the mound. Fregosi has the baseball and we'll give it to Roger Mason in a moment. It's a 3-3 ball game in the 5th inning. Pitching change. We'll be right back.
From 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to right here in Pennsylvania, people are searching for new choices in health care.
The costs are strangling me.
Which inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice.
It seems like you always have to give something up.
A health plan that gives people the benefits of an HMO.
No one has the right to tell me what doctor I can see.
Without asking them to give up their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
It's like having a Phillies ticket window come right to your home. Call 463-1000 and reserve your tickets in advance. No rushing, no waiting, no hassle. 463-1000. It's like having a Phillies ticket window right in your home.
In the 5th inning, it's the Phillies 3 and the Pirates 3. Travel arranged through U.S. Air with more nonstops to more Florida cities than any other airline. Nonstop to Florida, U.S. Air begins with you. Roger Mason coming on for the Phillies now in a tie ball game. Roger is 2-0 since joining the Phillies. 2-7 for the year. His earned run average 3.95 for the season. His 47th appearance, 13th in a Phillies uniform. They got him from the San Diego Padres.
With the game on Friday night and only using De Leon in the bullpen, and then Danny Jackson pitching last night, the bullpen was really worn out, and they needed that. So at this point, with a day off tomorrow, Jim Fregosi can use everybody today. As you look at Tyler Green disappointed after his first major league start.
He cannot win it. He could be the loser if King scores and the Phillies don't recover. It's a 3-3 ball game. And Clark, the batter. Clark has walked and grounded out. There are 2 outs in the inning. The Phillies got them both on 1 play. 4 hits in the inning for Pittsburgh. 1 strike.
Thought that ball was high, and he had a good point.
Dave Clark's been around a while. The Phillies saw him with the Cubs back in 1990. He was the Cleveland Indians #1 draft choice in '83. He was the 11th player taken in the draft that year. It's outside. Clark is now 30. Curveball from Mason doesn't catch the plate. Mason, 34 years of age. Rogers 6'6", 220 pounds. And Rogers made the rounds, including a stop with these Pirates in '91 and '92. Clark swings through it. It's 2-2 on him.
Clark swung 2-1 fastball. Roger Mason has a very, very hard slider, especially to right-handed batters. And that was a good one to a left-handed hitter. He just chased it and swung way over it. Roger Mason's done a good job since they brought him over here.
Oh, just off the corner, says Jeff Kellogg. Roger wanted that one. The count is now 3-2.
Heard Kellogg tell the dugout it was outside.
Grounded foul, first base side. The Pirates have out hit the Phillies today 9-6, and we're tied 3-3. King at second with 2 outs. Clark trying to get him in for a go-ahead run. Three-two pitch. Strike 3 call. Pirates get 2. It's a 3-3 ball game.
It's been a record-breaking year at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer. So how should we bring it to a close? With a record-breaking clearance. Enjoy a selection of Concord's Automobile Magazine's Automobile of the Year and remarkable savings on all these 93 cars and minivans, like roomy Plymouth Voyager. Save thousands. Save up to $1,900 on the sporty Plymouth Duster and up to $1,325 on the luxurious LeBaron convertible. The record-breaking clearance now at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
It was like a nightmare. I was scared, angry. Later, I realized how lucky we were to be with Nationwide Insurance.
The robbery really devastated Don's family. Obviously, I got one of our claims people involved right away.
They were very supportive. They wrote us in advance and promised to get everything back to the way it was.
Being there and getting their life back to normal, that's what mattered most.
Nationwide is on your side.
For quick response. For smooth acceleration, turn him loose. For a cleaner engine, turn him loose. Move up to 93 octane Exxon Supreme and turn the Tiger loose.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser, fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your bud. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. And by AT&T, because you're not the same as anybody else. There's the I plan. Andy Musser with Chris Wheeler. Phillies batting in the 5th. It's a 3-3 ball game. Here's Duncan to lead it off. Mariano probably hated to see July end. He batted .349 in July, and Happy August. You know, August is his best career month, and he gets a base hit to lead off the inning.
Duncan's just a good offensive player. You know, you play him, and he's going to hit. And he'll hit some home runs. He'll knock in runs. And he's a great hitter in the daytime.
So Dunk's at first to start the inning.
Had some of his best games in a Phillies uniform, Andy, on Sundays.
I know, he's our Sunday specialist, we like to kid him. Ricky Jordan steps in. He's 0 for 2, a pair of ground balls. One was sharply hit to the mound. Curveball that missed. Jordan at 272 for the year. Ricky playing despite a bad tooth. Ricky tries to relax by chewing gum, and he's a crisp gum chewer that switches that gum from side to side. He says he can't do it now because he can only chew on one side. Ball and a strike.
All right, you just heard the home plate umpire. That's it right there. That's enough. Whoever's getting on him from the dugout, he just missed that pitch to Jordan, which was high and outside, and somebody yelled at him last inning. There's always a couple potentials in there. Usually not him.
He's one of them, though.
Yeah, but he's pretty good with umpires. Looking for the third base coach, but he's out there, so you know it's not Larry. Could be Pods.
And then there's always the skipper.
Always the skipper, yeah.
Curveball hit in the air to right field. Going to be caught by Clark, or should be. Makes the catch for the out with his sunglasses down. (1933). This is our nostalgia day here at the Bet. A congressman earned $8,663. A doctor only got $3,382. Boy, have they come a long way. Railroad conductor. They had good jobs in those days. $27.29. School teacher and registered nurse only got $9.36.
Well, the railroads in those days, that's the way you got somewhere.
That's right. That's the way the baseball players traveled in those days.
Sure.
Stuck a car on the end of a scheduled train. Duncan safe. Mariano with 6 stolen bases in 9 tries. Hollins today, good day. It's 2 for 2 for him, a double and a single, and both times he's been on, he's scored. Hollins up at 274 now.
Cook has a pretty obvious move to first. I mean, he just lifted that leg up in the air and threw over there the whole time. He's fairly slow to the plate, too, if you can guess right on him.
And Prince has not thrown out anybody this year foul ball. I say Prince's throwing out mark is 15%. He's only nabbed 7 of 47. So
that was a shame then, too, Andy, because we were just talking about it. Duncan had him figured out, and he had an enormous jump that time. And Holland swung at the pitch. It wasn't a hit and run. And then Duncan, as he goes into second, see the jump? You see if we can follow this. He starts to slide, then stands up, and then goes in awkwardly. And Jay Bell stops him as he goes in. He might have twisted his ankle a little bit.
Looks like Dunk's all right. 1 strike on Holland. Curveball just missed. 1-1.
Now Duncan knows he can run on Cook. I mean, he's proven it to himself that if he guesses right, he can steal a base. And Duncan does like to run in these kind of situations, so we'll see if he goes again.
And he has a little bigger lead than last time. He's holding. And Cook's bothered by him. You can tell that. He quick pitch to the plate, 2-1.
He quick pitched, exactly. And Duncan flinched a little bit because he was thinking about running.
Tie game, 3-3. Duncan holding. But it's ball 3, 3-1.
This is a great time to run, whether on his own or whether they put it on from the bench.
On deck is Incaviglia.
The reason it's such a good time to run is because if he throws his best pitch, which is a curveball, He's stealing that pitch. He throws a fastball because he's worried about the guy running, and it's meat for Hollins possibly.
He's holding, and Hollins sends a high drive, but not deep. Left field, McClendon. That's the second out. Duncan still at first with 2 outs. He led off the inning with a single, and now it's Incaviglia. Pete with a 2-run homer and a strikeout today. His homer in the second inning gave the Phillies a 2-0 start in this ball game. Later they had a 3-1 lead. Pirates have come back to tie it.
I wonder if Incaviglia will look early in the count for a ball inside the way they pitched him last time. He can wheel on that pitch if he's looking for it.
When he was called out on strikes, the strike 2 and strike 3 were both on the inside corner, and he was not happy. Backdoored him. Curveball. So Inky hits out of the hole. No balls and 2 strikes.
2 pitches inside, and the last at bat to him have made him a little uncomfortable up there. He's just guessing a little bit more now than he might have been before, because they made him so aware of the pitch inside and that the umpire called it in there. Here they come in there.
Hit him on the arm. Ouch. Arm or wrist. That's not good.
Oh, got him on that hand area.
Cooper's going to come out and take a look at him. And Phillies trainer Jeff Cooper.
Inky can't decide whether to go after Cook or whether to talk to the trainer or what. See, he's yelling at Cook right now.
Jim Fregosi out of the dugout.
Is that umpire saying that ball hit the bat? If it is, they're going to go crazy. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Oh, no.
He can't believe it. I mean, they hit him right on the hand.
How come he's hurt?
And now Incaviglia is after Cook. And here come the benches on a ball that they're saying is foul by the home plate. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Here come the bullpens.
Even the bullpens. You're right. But it's a big melee. Nobody's really started anything so far. And the guys who were back behind are just now coming out.
Now Bo is throwing a fit down there about the pitch because he wants Dana DeMuth to try and help Kellogg. I mean, how can they call that a foul ball?
He was in obvious pain going down the line from the pitch having hit him, and it certainly didn't hit the bat first.
Fregosi doesn't know whether to argue with Kellogg or to get into the melee. Now the melee's over, so Jim's going to go back after the umpire, as you see here. They've had a little trouble with the home plate umpires. He just threw him out of the game.
Fregosi is gone.
That's ridiculous. I mean, this guy is struggling down there, so he throws the manager out.
Now Jimmy's going to have his say before he goes.
Better fold his arms. Get his arms. That's it. Fold your arms. Because he's very angry.
Kellogg's trying to get by him, and Jimmy's got the path blocked to the plate.
This is not good, though. He's really angry. And I don't think the coaches know quite what to do. Now he's going to go back and find out if they're going to change this. Well, see, they're saying, look, you're out of the game. And now all Jimmy's saying is, please, ask somebody else. I mean, the guy got smoked on the hand.
Meantime, Jeff Cooper has been administering to Incaviglia while all of this is going on the ball that didn't hit him.
On the ball that didn't hit him?
Yeah.
That didn't hit him, that Incaviglia is so mad because his hand hurt so much that he almost started a rumble.
I don't know whether Incaviglia is going to be able to go back to the plate. He's putting the glove back on like he wants to.
They're still in a conference here. The 4 umpires are having a little conference about this. It's just so ridiculous.
Well, we're going to play it for you back, and we'll listen to the sound, and you tell us whether it hit him or not.
Well, they got both. Kirk got a little bit of the bat. It hit his hand. Oh, well. Yeah.
The umpire's point obviously is that it hit the bat and then the hand, you know. And
well, it's hard to tell on that. But when a guy gets hit like that, most of the time they give him a hit batter.
And
I mean, you know how much it hit his hand, too, because he was so angry that he's ready to fight the pitcher.
Right, and now he's in jeopardy there at the plate because it's tough to swing the bat when you hurt that much.
Right, and we just talked about it, too, Andy, of how the pitch, you know, how he pitched him inside last time, and they were going to come back inside, and that's what they did.
We have a 3-3 game. The Phillies have Duncan at first with 2 outs. And there's going to be one more conference before we get back to play here.
I think they don't know what the count is.
Well, let's see. They had 2 strikes on him. I think it's 0-2. And then that pitch of it, well, of course, it would be a foul ball. So I think it's 0-2.
Either 0-2 or 1-2, right.
Well, the first 2 pitches were strikes.
Yeah, it's 0-2. See, they don't know what the count is. That's what that was about. I guess he changed his indicator.
Yeah.
Put it back to zeros after that. Now, Leland wants to know, okay, what is it? That was a little different. And Fregosi gets thrown out on account of it.
Runner goes, curveball, and did he missed it? Yeah, he's strikeout victim, number 6 for Cook. So the Pirates get Incaviglia out. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And after 5, it's 3-3.
This is your world, genuine and true. Working together in all that you do. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud. Do you want your car done right?
If you want your car done right, bring it to a place that puts its money where its mouth is. Bring it to Jiffy Lube, where millions of cars every year are covered by our pledge of satisfaction.
Everybody says they'll do the job right, but at Jiffy Lube, we guarantee it. One more reason Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube. Number 1 in America.
Only your Quality Plus Ford dealer has the #1 selling small car, the Ford Escort. Reliable and loaded with extras. Drive the Escort for just $199 per month for 24 months. Choose from 4 models, all at one low price. $199 per month. Only at your #1 selling Quality Plus Ford dealer.
5 of the top 10 sellers, all American built quality. See your Ford dealer today. Get behind the wheel and turn the key.
The official 1993 Phillies gift and souvenir catalog, courtesy of Kellogg's, is now available. The catalog features all your favorite Phillies items, including jackets, jerseys, T-shirts, caps, and more. See a special offer in the catalog from Kellogg's for Darren Dalton and Dave Holland's photo balls. All you have to do to get one is call the Phillies 463-1000, and they'll have it sent to you.
That was a new one where you see almost a brawl and a manager ejected on a foul ball.
Indeed, and so Jim Fregosi will be a sideline participant for the remainder of this one. McClendon leads off the 6th inning of a tie ball game. McClendon has grounded to third and walked. And he was thrown out at third base. Look out now, McClendon and Pratt are getting into it. Here come the benches again. We have some, and Mitch Williams doing a little shoving down there. Mitch is being restrained.
Comes Dalton right into the middle of it out of nowhere. These old-time uniforms are playing like those guys.
Mitch is really shoving and pushing down below. Jay Bell got a hold of him now.
See anybody get hurt now. This Prado has quite a temper.
And there's still a lot of jostling in the middle of that melee right now. What do you think Pratt And McClendon got into it about.
Well, the pitch was called a ball. You know, maybe Pratt wanted the pitch and McClendon said stop something.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? But, you know, when something like that happens, that's a possibility.
Well, the Phillies would certainly not want to have their catcher ejected, because Jim Fregosi made the point on his pregame radio show today that the Phillies really don't have a third catcher. So when you lose one, you know, you're
Jim Leland and John Vukovich are having a talk here behind the plate, and you know, Leland made some kind of a motion like, let's go, let's play, you know, enough of this stuff, let's play baseball, what's going on here?
So it's
Leland's reaction.
Yeah, it's obvious that Jim feels this is the Phillies' fault.
Yes.
But whether that's true or not is unknown. And the umpires will meet again. As I said, let's just hope that Pratt does not get ejected.
Now here's the pitch to Incaviglia that got it started originally. This, whether it hits his hand, his bat, or both, it's called a foul ball. Boy, that's hard to tell. Incaviglia sure thought of him. Now here comes Kellogg over to the Phillies bench. And I think somebody's getting thrown out. It looks like Terry Mulholland, who's really arguing.
He's calling Vuk out of the dugout to talk.
Vukovich is the acting manager now with Fregosi gone. Terry Mulholland's yelling so much down the dugout that it looks like, you know, like they're getting him. There's Mulholland.
Well, if that's the case, he certainly is affordable. At least he has no use in this ball game. Vuk's a little hot right now.
But, you know, he said, well, who started it? And there's no way for us to know what happened down there. No, Mulholland's not leaving. Jim Leland's just looking on. They were pointing at Mulholland. He got very upset. And now this might be a warning being issued to Mason right now. Don't throw at anybody. That pitch, it was the first pitch to McClendon inside. I mean, like he was trying to hit him. I don't remember it being that far inside or anything.
I don't either. It certainly wasn't a real brushback pitch, that's for sure.
Well, this has certainly turned into a wild game.
And yet to be settled. It's a 3-3 tie. That's high ball 2-0 on the Pirate leadoff hitter in the inning. McClendon today has grounded to third and walked. Two and one. Mason picked it up last inning to strike out Dave Clark to end the inning in relief of Tyler Green. Popped him up right past the infield. Stocker goes out. He makes the call, giving way to Dykstra, and the catch for Lenny Dykstra, 1 out. So McClendon goes back to take a seat, and Scott Bullitt will come to the plate. Todd Pratt catching his second game this week. This gives Darren Dalton 2 days off. He'll be behind the plate Tuesday when the Phillies open a series in Atlanta. Bullitt's 1 for 2 with an RBI single. He got the Pirates their first run back in the 4th inning. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-2 on Bullitt. Pirates called up William Pennyfeather to play in center field after Van Slyke got hurt, and he didn't cut it, so they sent him back down and thought they'd try Bullitt. I asked Leland about Bullitt the other night. He said, I really haven't made up my mind about him yet. I think he has big league potential, but he says, I'm not really sure. He can go get the ball, though.
He catch the ball in center, and they have Van Slyke, of course, who's been hurt for so long with the shoulder, the collarbone break. What they don't know about him is whether or not he'll ever hit enough.
Punch shot to shortstop, easy for Stocker. And that's the second out of the inning as Bullitt grounds out.
I want to see why Stocker's so good. I mean, that's a routine play, but you have a guy can fly out of the batter's box. Kevin Stocker has a very short, quick release when he needs it. Watch it. Great footwork. He's got the ball. He's ready to throw. The arm is up by his ear, and boom, it's gone. And look, there's Bullitt coming by the bag right one step later. If you wind up on that, take too long, you make that into an adventure, which isn't necessary.
Prince takes a strike. Prince has popped up and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Prince has just 1 for his last 15. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard hit. Stopped by Hollins. His throw. Got him. For the first time today, the Pirates are down in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-3.
Now, reports of a legendary two-footed object have been growing.
Anything? Nothing. Must be big. Even Chet's seen it. We're getting something.
Coming over the hill, Sarge.
Hit the lights, boys.
Bigfoot Pizza, the legendary value from Pizza Hut, with 2 square feet and a tasty new crust you can't get anywhere else, all for $10.99.
Okay, folks, let's break it up.
Bigfoot Pizza, the biggest pizza you can get delivered.
The Cadillac DeVille has the safety answers: an anti-lock braking system, advanced airbag technology, and a 200 horsepower V8. DeVille also has the financial answers. Now you can receive a $3,000 special bonus from Cadillac when you purchase a new 1993 DeVille. And a $3,000 bonus on the Cadillac DeVille makes a safe investment even safer.
If your business gives up AT&T quality because some other company predicts a deluge of savings on a long-distance call, don't be surprised if the forecast is wrong. Leaving AT&T doesn't make a lot of sense. If your business gives up AT&T quality, chasing after big savings from another long-distance company, don't expect to find a pot of gold. Leaving AT&T doesn't make a lot of sense.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide agent in Philadelphia is Christopher Bourne. Your local Dodge dealer is coming today because we know how to help. And by Bell Atlantic Mobile, advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
Dave Hollins has really played third well in the last couple games. It looks like he's getting more confidence in his throwing again. Tremendous play to his right. And then he has a slow runner going, steps up, and he has a very strong arm, you know, when he gets mechanically correct, and he throws him out. The crowd is really into this game now with those little altercations on the field and that fine defensive play.
And the best is yet to come. It's still tied. Here's Chamberlain to lead off the inning. Wes is 1 for 2 today. He has struck out and singled. Chamberlain batting at .280. Curveball and strike. In this inning, Chamberlain, Pratt, and Stocker to face Steve Cook. Cook, the only pitcher to go the distance against the Phillies this year, and he's still out there now. Of course, the Phillies are in their bullpen, and there's more Phillies action in the bullpen as Larry Anderson is now throwing.
Anderson hasn't pitched for a couple days, and I think Wednesday was his last outing, and he's a guy that really needed some time off because he was pitching a lot, especially for a guy his age.
Which is now 40. No balls and 2 strikes on Wes. You don't see too many guys from that era with shaved heads, Wheels. Look out, that's right at him. And the crowd reacts to that, but it was a breaking ball, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they thought he got hit. After the Incaviglia incident, where they said that Pete did not get hit. Wes has to jump a little rope here. How'd that miss him? I think it would have gotten his toe.
Really? Right on the top of those black shoes. The Phillies not wearing their red footwear today. They're in black. Foul ball. 1-2 on Chamberlain.
Don't know that they've officially worn both benches. It's a possibility after the way that the Dana DeMuth went out to talk to Mason. But they didn't do that official pointing that you see them do sometimes to cut out the nonsense. There's the Phillies bench looking on.
Just missed. 2-2 on West. And the Phillies have gone to new headgear today here. Not wearing their red helmets, so they really went all out for this one. Of course, in 1933, you didn't wear a batting helmet. Look out, that bat barrel goes into the crowd. Chamberlain is out, and the bat barrel went into the crowd down beyond the Pirate dugout.
Looks like everybody's okay. Well, the trading deadline without waivers, of course, went last night, and a couple of big ones. Tim Belcher going over the White Sox. Stan Belinda right after the game here goes to Kansas City, and Ricky Henderson agreed to go to Toronto. Be interesting to see what they gave him up front to get him over there.
The batter is Pratt. Todd 1 for 2 RBI double. He takes ball 1. Yeah, Henderson had to agree to that deal, and the trade was made, and then they secured his permission to make it official by midnight.
The Stan Belinda deal is another one of those obvious economic moves that a team like Pittsburgh is making, along with San Diego and some others.
In the air to right field. Clark going back. It's a home run. Todd Pratt with his 3rd home run, giving the Phillies a 4-3 lead.
And when Pratt hits him, he hits him the other way. All 5 of his major league home runs have gone to right or right center. He's very strong the other way. So Pratt, who got involved in the second altercation last inning, in his next at bat comes up and hits one out to right center. Here it is. Cook goes away from him with a fastball. That's where he hits him.
Pratt's 2nd RBI of the afternoon, his 7th of the year. Here's Stocker.
John Kruk is in the on-deck circle to bat for Mason.
Phillies now back on top. It's 4-3. There's Kruk, who's sitting this one out because of a bad hip. Probably be back in the starting lineup on Tuesday. IBM tail of the tape. 377 on Pratt's opposite field home run. .106 home runs hit by the Phillies now. That ball is grounded foul. That's one more than the Giants had starting the day. One more than Atlanta as well starting play today. 2 balls and a strike on Stocker. Stocker today has a bunt single and an intentional walk. How about that P on this Phillies uniform? That's certainly different than anything we've seen on the Phillies uniforms in recent years. Out into right field, long run for Clark. He's there. Stocker is retired. Kruk is going to give way to Morandini to bat. Mickey Morandini will be the hitter, batting at .231. There's that P again as we check out our 1933 shopping list. You could get a pair of leather shoes for $1.79. And when you went to the dentist's office, you could get a filling for $1. and gas was 18 cents a gallon. Wheels, you can only dream.
That's what the tax on it is.
Yeah, more.
Oh, yeah.
Morandini pinch hitting. Mickey 1 for 2 as a pinch hitter, a pinch hit home run.
These games are fun. There's no doubt about it. To see these old uniforms, and the Phillies and other teams do a great job with it. They're a hassle to put together for people involved, but once you get it on the field, it's really nice to watch.
The uniforms will be auctioned off tomorrow night at the ALS Autograph and Auction Party.
Mickey Morandini not playing much lately since Stocker came back, and the Phillies have been seeing left-handers, and they're going to see 2 more left-handers in Atlanta right out of the chute.
Pop-up, a play for Bell. And Bell makes the catch. That's the final out of the inning. Phillies take the lead on Pratt's home run. They're only hit, nobody left. Harry Callis and Rich Ashburn are back in the 7th. It's 4-3 Phillies.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
You can feel it deep inside. Dedication and a real sense of pride. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your Proud to be your bud.
The new Lexus GS Luxury Performance Sedan. It not only corners better than the BMW 540i, but it rides smoother. Of course, if you still insist on feeling every pebble in the road, be our guest. See the GS at your New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania area Lexus dealer. The price is within reach, too.
It's a really good-looking Phillies road jersey, free for kids 14 and under, compliments of Gatorade, when the Phillies play the Mets Sunday, August 15th at 1:35. Get a free new jersey when the Phillies play New York. Call 463-1000.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Phils 4 and the Pirates 3. Tomorrow at 8, they're the wildest group of cops to ever hit the streets. Louis Gossett Jr., James Wood, and Randy Quaid star in the Choir Boys, only on PHL 17. Larry Anderson will be the Phillies' new pitcher here in the 7th inning. Anderson coming on for Roger Mason, who retired all 4 that he faced. Andy appearing in his 40th game. He's won 3, lost 1, no saves, a 2.11 ERA. 38 in the 3rd innings with 34 strikeouts and 16 walks. And Lonnie Smith will be the first one to face Anderson as a pinch hitter for Steve Cook. Cook will leave the game after pitching 6 innings, giving up the 4 runs. Jeff Ballard is up in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Bills lead it by a run here, 4-3. Just missed for a ball, 1-0. Just missed for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lonnie Smith. 2-1. Lonnie batting at .250 as a pinch hitter, 4 for 25. Fouls it straight back, 2-2. Phillies Vice President of Marketing celebrating a birthday today, the great Dennis Mannion. Two and two to pinch hitter Lonnie Smith here in the 7th. Wide, it's a full count. Off the end of the bat into left center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Smith keeps going and will go into second, sliding with a double. Well, that's one thing about Lonnie Smith that hasn't changed over the years. He will take the extra base. He's an aggressive base runner, and he
ball hit right off the end of the bat, and that ball bounced up on that AstroTurf. Really not anything you could do about it. You can't charge the ball. You can't get too close to it. It'll bounce over your head.
That'll bring up the top of the order, Carlos Garcia. Garcia's grounded out, grounded into a double play, and singled. And he'll try to move him along with a bunt. Gets the bunt down foul. 1 strike. Gets the bunt down. Pratt throws out Garcia. It goes Pratt to Mariano Duncan for out number 1, moving Lonnie Smith to third base. And it'll bring up Jay Bell, who's had a good ball game and doubled in 2 singles. Phillies will bring the infield up with the runner at third base and 1 out. Strike to Jay Bell. Way outside for a ball, 1-1.
They're moving him back now. At least they're moving the second baseman and shortstop back.
Yeah. Wide, it's 2-1.
Yeah, that's not like Fregosi. Of course, he's ejected, but when you're the home team, he usually plays him back.
Good slider, 2-2 the count to Jay Bell. Struck him out. A big strikeout for Larry Anderson. Out number 2 here in the 7th, and that'll bring up Kevin Young.
He struck him out because Anderson really has good stuff. I mean, in terms of his velocity, he has more velocity this afternoon. Ball's getting in there in a hurry. He made 3 perfect pitches on Jay Bell, who was 3 for 3.
Two balls and no strikes. Bills lead 4-3. We're in the 7th inning. 2-1 to Kevin Young. looking for that pitch. Slider out away from him. And he came in on him.
And he'll probably get the slider out away now.
Pratt sets up outside. It is, and he swung, and he struck him out. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Stretch time with the vet. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Phils lead the Pirates by a run, 4-3.
Darren Dalton and the Phillies head into the heart of the South when they take on Terry Pendleton and the National League champion Atlanta Braves Tuesday on PHL 17. The red-hot Braves are on the warpath and climbing back into the Western Division race. But Pete Incaviglia and the Fighting Phils are going to turn these Braves into cowards. It's the Phillies and the Braves Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 only on PHL 17.
We play the Phillies on 17.
Phils Braves Tuesday at 7:30.
Now let's go to the Skywatch traffic counter for a look at the rush hour. Boy, we've got quite a mess out there this morning, folks. People merging on the northbound causing all kinds of problems. Expect major delays. Inbound looking real slow. We got a stalled vehicle in the right-hand lane, backing things up all the way past the interchange. Westbound real heavy this morning. Watch for a delivery truck blocking both southbound lanes.
If the prospect of another rush hour is less than amusing to you, get together to get to work.
These balls have been specially painted with the 32-step process used to paint the Nissan Altima. It's a painstaking process usually associated with more expensive luxury sedans. But it gives the Altima added protection against chips, dings, nicks, and even the occasional scratch.
Lease a Nissan Altima XE for $1,000 down and just $199 a month from now until August 3rd.
Hi, I'm Dick Vermeer with a Blue Cross Blue Shield health tip. What is the #1 killer of Americans ages 1 to 44? Cancer, heart disease, traffic crashes. If you guess traffic crashes, you're right. Arrive alive, buckle up, and never drink and drive.
Pete Incaviglia's 2-run homer in the 2nd. Todd Pratt's homer in the 6th has given the Phillies the home run leadership in the league again at 106 home runs. Jay Bell is 3 for 4 in this ball game. 7 hits in the series. But Larry Anderson got him on a big strikeout in the top of this inning.
Lloyd McClendon has moved from left field to first base. Lonnie Smith stays in the game to play left field, batting where he pinch hit in the 9 spot. And the new pitcher is Jeff Ballard. Ballard, a left-hander, 6'2", 205 pounds. He'll be 30 years of age in 12 days. Pitched most of his career for Baltimore. Oakland signed him as a free agent, then they released him at spring training, signed to a minor league contract by Pittsburgh. Lenny Dykstra, the first one to face Ballard, and he takes it high for a ball. Ballard is appearing in his 9th game since being called up from Buffalo. He's had 2 starts. He's 1-0, no saves, a 4.09 ERA. 1 ball and 1 strike to Dykstra, who has nothing out of 3 today. Ballard had good numbers at Buffalo. He was 6-1 in 12 starts with a 2.29 ERA. Lenny Dykstra singles to left field to lead off the Phillies' 7th. And the batter will be Mariano Duncan.
You don't hold Lenny off the bases very often the whole game, one way or another. They did do that in the first game of this series. Coach Lenny came storming back last night with a good ball game. And when he leads off an inning, the Phillies score a lot, or he scores a lot.
Duncan trying to move him along with a bunt. Bunts it foul. Ballard is a graduate of Stanford, where he earned a degree in geophysics. Stanford University.
If you're a hitter, you don't want to try to outsmart those kind of guys.
You'd think they'd give him another uniform number besides 66.
Maybe he asked for it.
Yeah, might have. It's from Billings, Montana, is Ballard. One ball and 2 strikes. Really jammed Duncan, and he fists a foul at the plate. 1-2. Dunk's 1 for 3. His fly to left, struck out and singled.
Banged that off his front leg. Front leg as opposed to his back leg. He only has 2. But sometimes that sounds strange, his front leg. Front leg facing the pitcher.
Eddie Murray's hit a home run at St. Louis. The Mets lead St. Louis 2-1. That game in the 6th inning.
Scott Gooden today. And Cormier.
In the 7th inning at Cincinnati, that Andy Dennis pitching another shutout for San Diego. They lead 2-0. One ball and 2 strikes to Mariano Duncan. Dribbles the ball softly to third. King just got Duncan on a close play. Dykstra moves up to second base. We'll bring up Ricky Jordan.
Winds up a close play because of the bounces on this turf. Accurately called. Just got him. Boom.
Yep. Brings on Ricky Jordan, who is nothing out of 3. He's twice grounded out and flied out to right field. One ball and no strikes. Very high fly ball center field. Bullet there waiting. Makes the grab for out number 2, and we'll bring up Dave Hollins. Hollins has doubled, singled, and flied out. He has scored 2 of the Philly 4 runs.
Ricky Jordan has just missed 2 pitches today. His last 2 at bats. Great swings, good pitches to hit, but under both of them. When a hitter is that close, you don't change anything.
One ball and no strikes. Fouls it back to the screen. 1-1. Bottom of the 7th. Phillies lead it 4-3. Kickoff move at second. Dykstra back. He has played every game, started them all except one. Two and one to Hollins. Fouls that one straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pops a foul, back up and out of play. Stays 2-2. $46,693 to paid attendance here today. Chased the high fastball, and he struck him out. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the 8th inning. Phil's lead it 4-3.
It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning, and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud. Number 1 in America.
Only your Quality Plus Ford dealer has the #1 selling small car, the Ford Escort. Reliable and loaded with extras. Drive the Escort for just $199 per month for 24 months. Choose from 4 models, all at one low price. $199 per month. Only at your #1 selling Quality Plus Ford dealer.
5 of the top 10 sellers, all American built quality. See your Ford dealer today. Get behind the wheel and turn the key.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by your local Quality Plus Ford dealer, where you'll find 5 of the top 10 best-selling vehicles in America. We go to the 8th inning. Phillies lead it by a run, 4-3. And Jeff King will lead it off for Pittsburgh.
Great little ballroom dance there by the Fanatic and his friend.
Birthday wishes today to Al Troiano from Margate, celebrating on this August 1st.
Playing T for 2. A little before your time, Harry. T for 2.
King's fly to right singled and doubled. One strike to King. Best movie in 33 was Cavalcade. First All-Star game was played in 33 at Comiskey Park in Chicago.
The golf show with Will Rogers, I do not remember that one. Will was a little ahead of my time.
1 ball and 2 strikes to King.
Will Rogers, who said, I never met a man I didn't like. He didn't meet some of my friends, I'll tell you that.
Ball and 2 strikes, just missing. It's 2-2. Let's pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Missing inside, it's full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to King. Back up the middle and past Duncan and into center field. The 3rd hit for King.
The Pirates just keep coming back.
It's their 11th hit. And it will bring on Dave Clark.
Just by Duncan's outstretched glove, just under it. He'd have had a hard time throwing the runner out, even had he caught it.
Clark's walk grounded out and struck out. Fists a ground ball in the hole, and Pittsburgh has their first 2 men on base here in the 8th. Hit number 12 for the Pirates.
Anderson made a good pitch. Just shoved it to the left side past Hollins. They'll be bunting here.
Lloyd McClendon has grounded out, walked, and flied out. Takes it wide for a ball, 1-0. Gets the bunt down nicely, and Hollins only 1 play. Gets him at first. Sacrifice is good. It goes Hollins to Duncan. Moves King to 3rd and Clark to 2nd.
A good bunt by McClendon, who doesn't bunt that much. That's an excellent sacrifice bunt. Double hop there, but Hollins able to get the throw over there, and John Vukovic coming out of the dugout.
They have David West up in the bullpen, although he hasn't been throwing all that much.
Well, he's coming in.
Yep, here comes David West. Pitching change for the Phils. We're in the 8th inning. Phillies lead by a run, 4-3. Back after these messages.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
You just passed a BMW 540i, and you know your Lexus GS can outcorner it. And you wonder if they know. Then you think to yourself, which is worse for them? You knowing how much more they paid, or them knowing how little you paid? Ask your New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania area Lexus dealer about the Lexus GS custom tailored lease. He'll know.
David West is the Phillies' new pitcher, appearing in his 48th game. He's won 3, lost 2, saved 2, a 2.54 ERA. He's gone 60 in the 3rd innings, given up 47 hits and 17 earned runs. Struck out 61 and walked 31. Jim Leland will counter with a pinch hitter for Scott Bullitt. John Wayner, the right-hand batter, will come up with Pirate runners at second and third, and one out here in the 8th inning. Phil's leading by a run. So David West comes on. Trying to hang on to this one-run lead here in the 8th.
Infield back, except for the corners.
One strike to Wayner. Wayner hitting a 147 as a pinch hitter. He's nothing out of 8. He fists one down the first base foul line. Caught by Jordan. Runner tagging, but he'll hold as Ricky quickly got it back into the infield. Nice play by Ricky Jordan, and that's out number 2.
Well, that was a nice play because he was on the dead run. He really wanted to make this catch and knew I have to get rid of it, which he did. Made a good throw. David West there attacked as a cutoff man. And at least temporarily, a big out.
Brings on Tom Prince. He's popped up, struck out, and was robbed of extra bases on a great play by Dave Hollins. Fly ball should be out of the inning. Lenny Dykstra there. He makes the grab. Good job again by David West. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Phil's lead it 4-3.
There are lots of ways to have fun at a baseball game besides the game. Now, the games. The Phillies give Colorado a Rocky Mountain Low Monday, August 23rd and Tuesday the 24th at 7:35 and Wednesday the 25th at 12:35 in a business person special. Then Cincinnati turns red Friday, August 27th at 7:35, Saturday the 28th at 7:05, and Sunday the 29th at 1:35 when kids get a baseball jacket free. Call 463-1000.
The 93 Pontiac Grand Am. You may never see payments this low again. You may never see a price like this again. Don't miss the savings during the 93 Pontiac closeout.
From 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to right here in Pennsylvania, people are searching for new choices in health care.
The costs are strangling me.
Which inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice.
It seems like you always have to give something up.
A health plan that gives people the benefits of an HMO.
No one has the right to tell me what doctor I can see.
Without asking them to give up their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Good afternoon. I'm Neil Hartman with a sports break in the National League this afternoon. 1-0 San Francisco out in front of Colorado in the 4th. David Justice's 25th home run. Atlanta leads Houston in the 7th, 3-0. 10-2 Chicago out in front of Los Angeles in the 6th. St. Louis has just tied it on Todd Zeal's single. They're 2-2 in the 7th with New York. San Diego 2-1 over Cincinnati in the 8th. They're deadlocked 4-4 between Florida and Montreal. It's 4-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th to Harry and Richie.
All right, thanks, Neil. And John Wayner stays in the game to play center field. And Pete Incaviglia leads off for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 8th. He smashed a 2-run homer, and it's twice struck out facing Jeff Ballard, and he waves and misses. 1 strike to him. Messing with a breaking ball, 1-1. Ballard in his second inning in relief of Steve Cook. A little bit high. 2-1.
Pirates don't have that Stan Belinda anymore. He's out of here. Went to where? Kansas City?
Kansas City. Couple of minor leaguers. 3-1. Right back at Ballard. Incaviglia broke his bat. Didn't want to lose that bat. That's produced 3 home runs in the last 2 ball games.
And he did. Swinging out a bad pitch. A ball 4 pitch down low.
When it comes to a Phil's game, it's more the merrier. Let the Phillies sales office help you bring out your group of 25 or more. There's always something extra when you bring out a group, including getting your group name and lights. To find out more about enjoying Phillies baseball with a group, call 463-5000. Wes Chamberlain has struck out, singled, and grounded out. Ball on the strike to Chamberlain.
Those inside pitches are going to either hit Wes or come close to him because he dives in to the plate.
That pitch doesn't miss by much, really, even though as Wes is diving so much for balls. Called a ball. 2-1. Ground ball, second base. Garcia throws out Chamberlain. That's 2 down, and that'll bring up Todd Pratt. Pratt's had a good ball game. He has grounded out, doubled to knock in a run, homered to give the Phillies the lead in the 6th. Ballard misses with the breaking ball. Two balls and no strikes to Pratt. Now the Tigers have the Blue Jays 1-0 going into the 9th inning, and Toronto's just tied it on a John Olerud base hit.
Boy, he was hitting .402 going into the game today. When you're hitting .402 the 1st of August, you've done a lot of serious hitting.
Yeah. 3-1. Full count to Pratt.
He's the first, Olerud's the first hitter to be hitting over 400 August 1st since Ted Williams.
Really?
Who was hitting .407 on the year that he hit 400.
George Brett didn't do that one year?
Well, he was hitting high. He was hitting like 390s, but not on August 1st.
Really? Foul back and out of play. Full count holds to Todd Pratt. Into right center. It's deep. It's deep. It's out of here. A home run to the opposite field by Todd Pratt. His second in as many at-bats. He has doubled his season outcome in homers, output in homers, and the Phils lead it 5-3. Boy, that's tremendous power the other way.
Think he's had some kind of a day. 3 RBIs, double, 2 homers. 2 homers to the opposite field. It's amazing. think he knew it when he hit it.
Todd Pratt with his second homer, both opposite field shots, and the Phils lead at 5-3, and the batter will be Kevin Stocker. Just can't say enough about the contributions of everybody on this team. It's a 25-man team, and they all have contributed. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kevin Stocker.
Great young man, Todd Pratt.
Slams the ball past the diving King. Stocker will hold at first as Lonnie Smith quickly gets it back in. But Stocker continues to hit. Phillies called up Kevin Stocker for him to make all the plays at short, which he does. But I mean, he's swinging the bat. He's probably hitting around 400 now.
Well, he's hitting over 500 right-handed, and he's hitting over 300 left-handed, just over 300. So, you know, they got him up here for his glove. They didn't think he was going to hit that well. I don't think he was hitting 233 when he was called up.
John Kruk will pinch hit for West, and he takes one over for a strike. Krucker hitting at 349. As a pinch hitter, he is nothing out of 4. Breaking balls, and he's in the hole, 0-2.
They throw Kruk a lot of left-handed pitching, throws him a lot of breaking balls. He can hit that pitch if they just hang in there with it.
That one missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking balls he's thrown Kruk, and it's 2-2. Back through the middle. It has eyes. It's going to be a base hit for Kruk. A pinch single. Didn't get all of it, but perfect location, and the Phillies with 2 men on base.
Another curveball. He saw 5 straight curves. Just got enough of it to get it back through the middle past the pitcher, Russell.
Is that what his friends call Ballard? Russell?
Ballard. Jeff Ballard. I was thinking of Jeff Russell. Jeff Russell's a pretty good reliever, too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, his friends call him Russ.
Here's the dude who is 1 out of 4. 1 strike to him. Two men on base, 2 outs. Phillies lead 5-3. Had a cut, fouled it back, 0-2. Dykstra and Kruk, hammer and nails. Ballard misses with his breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well hit to deep right field, tight to the line, and it is a foul ball into the corner and out of play. Clark gave chase, just foul, so they'll try it again.
That was close. Clark was running out of room.
Very close. There's not a whole lot of foul territory out there as Tom Prince goes out to talk to Ballard. Kevin Stocker at second, John Kruk at first with 2 outs. Inside with a fastball, 2-2. Left field, pretty well hit, but Lonnie Smith backtracks and makes the catch to retire the side. Phil's got a run on top. Pratt's second homer of the game. 3 hits in the inning, no errors, 2 left. We go to the 9th inning. Phil's on top, 5-3.
This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best.
The Phillies look to cook a Canadian goose when they play Montreal Tuesday, August 10th and Wednesday, August 11th at 7:35. And Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 at a business person special. Then Bonilla, Doc, and the Mets make a house call Friday, August 13th, 7:35. Saturday, August 14th, 7:05. And Sunday, August 15th at 1:35. When kids 14 and under get a free Phillies road jersey. Call 463-1000.
The new Lexus GS Luxury Performance Sedan. It not only corners better than the BMW 540i, but it rides smoother. Of course, if you still insist on feeling every pebble in the road, be our guest. See the GS at your New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania area Lexus dealer. The price is within reach, too.
After 8 innings of play, it's the Phils 5 and Pittsburgh 3. Tomorrow at 6:30, Bud and Kelly need some cash, and at 7, Al is casting a commercial with Steve Carlton on Married with Children right here on PHL 17. Jim Eisenreich has come into play right field. Kim Baptiste at third base, and the new pitcher is the wild thing, Mitch Williams. Williams is appearing in his 43rd game. He's won 2, lost 3, saved 28. An ERA of 2.93. 40 innings of work, 33 hits, 13 earned runs. He has struck out 33 while walking 21. 9th inning, Phil's on top by 2, 5-3. Lonnie Smith will be the first one to face Mitch Williams. David West, outstanding job again. 2/3 of an inning, no hits, no runs. Came in with runners at second and third and 1 out. Got out of the inning without anyone denting the plate. Lonnie Smith came into the game as a pinch hitter and stayed in the game. He's 1 for 1 with a double. 1 ball and no strikes to him. Slider missed, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Lonnie Smith. High, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Boy, that one right through there. 3-1. Toronto came back to win that game over Detroit 2-1. Walked him. So Lonnie is a leadoff base runner. And it will bring up Carlos Garcia, who is grounded out, grounded into a double play, singled and sacrificed. Boston won their game. They'll stay 1.5 back, and the Yankees are down big to Milwaukee 9-2. They'll probably drop a game back. 1 strike to Garcia.
I think that Jim Fragosi's back there, relaxed, not a care in the world.
Not a care in the world for him. Jim was ejected earlier in this game when Pete Incaviglia was hit by a pitch ball, but it wasn't ruled a hit batsman. Tried to bunt for a hit, did Garcia. Nothing in 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Carlos Garcia. Foul tip struck him out. That's 1 down here in the 9th. And it will bring up Jay Bell. Bell's 3 out of 4. He's doubled, singled twice, and struck out. Bell's been a pretty tough hitter against Mitch Williams. 5 for 16 lifetime. On the outside corner for a strike.
Try him a little slider there. It doesn't slide a whole lot, but it's quick. And it gives the hitter a little something other than the fastball to look at.
Good fastball. Rushed that one up there right smart.
It was high also. That's a hard pitch to hit from Mitch if it's that high.
Played off that one. Don Slaught is in the on-deck circle.
Remember what he did to Mitch in Pittsburgh? Don Slaught.
Homer.
I mean, he smoked it.
Breaking ball wide. 2-2. Chased a high fastball. He missed it. He struck him out. It'll bring on Don Slaught to bat for Jeff Ballard.
That's out of character for Bell. He's usually a fairly patient hitter. He chased 2 very high pitches.
Here's Slaught hitting at 300, 7 homers, one of them coming off Mitch Williams. 40 runs batted in. As a pinch hitter, 3 for 5 with that home run. 1 ball and no strikes. This is a foul back and out of play.
I think Mitch is throwing the ball much better today than he did back in Pittsburgh the last time the Phillies were there. I mean, he has a lot more velocity.
Slaught lifetime has just that 1 career hit off Mitch, the home run. keeps the game alive with a base hit to left field. And the Pirates have 2 men on base, 2 outs for Jeff King.
Pitch down. That's where Slot likes him, down and in. Hit it hard.
So 2 men on base, 2 outs here in the ninth, with the Phillies leading at 5-3 and Jeff King the batter. King's 3 for 4 today. Tops a foul, third base side.
Well, he's thinking long ball, at least on that first swing. He had a good cut at a pitch that was inner half of the plate.
Slider that he grounds foul down the third base side. Williams ahead of King, 0-2. Fans on their feet now at Veterans Stadium in anticipation of a last out. 2 strikes to King, 2 men on base, 2 outs. Mitch, if he stays the pattern, will try to get King to chase a high fastball. Low fastball driven down the left field line. Lonnie Smith will score, heading for third slot. He holds there, a double for Jeff King, and all of a sudden it's a 5-4 ball game. The Pirates within a run. King gets his 4th hit of the game.
Mitch gave him a good pitch to hit with the count the way it was, 2 strikes. It was right through the middle and up just a shade. King really drilled it.
So the runners are now at second and third. A run across. Phil's lead by a run, 5-4, and Dave Clark will be the batter. Clark has walked, grounded out, struck out, and singled. One strike to Clark. Missing with a slider, 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to Dave Clark.
Maybe they ought to sit down a little while.
1-2 to Clark with the runners at second and third and 2 outs. Struck him out. Mitch Williams strikes out the side as the Phillies win 5-4. Wild Thing with his 29th save. The Pirates do score a run on 2 hits, no errors, leaving 2. But the Phils beat the Buccos by a score of 5-4. We'll be back with the totals and a wrap right after these messages.
It's been a record-breaking year at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer. So how should we bring it to a close? With a record-breaking clearance. Enjoy a selection of Concord's Automobile Magazine's Automobile of the Year and remarkable savings on all these 93 cars and minivans. Choose Plymouth Voyager or Grand Voyager. Get options like leather seating, anti-lock brakes, and child seat, and save thousands. The record-breaking clearance at the minivan store at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
If your business gives up AT&T quality because some other company predicts a deluge of savings on a long-distance call, don't be surprised if the forecast is wrong. Leaving AT&T doesn't make a lot of sense. If your business gives up AT&T quality, chasing after big savings from another long-distance company, don't expect to find a pot of gold. Leaving AT&T doesn't make a lot of sense.
Imagine the smooth acceleration, the quick response, the high performance of 93-octane Exxon Supreme gasoline. Move up to Exxon Supreme and turn the tiger loose.
It's the 4th Business Person Special of the season. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 when the Phillies play the young, explosive Expos. Put some exciting baseball on your calendar. Call 463-1000.
Back at Veterans Stadium, where the Phils win by a score of 5-4 for the winning Phils. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. 8 left for Pittsburgh. 4 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 10. Roger Mason, the winner, now 3-7. The loss goes to Steve Cook, 5-7. Mitch Williams, the wild thing with his 29th save, and Sunoco and your local Sunoco dealers will donate $100 to the Byrne Foundation in the name of Mitch Williams. 3 homers for the Phillies today, 2 of them by Todd Pratt, and a 2-run shot by Pete Incaviglia. 5-4 Phillies over the Buccos. Back with more from the vet right after this.
Go to the shopping center 9 out of 10 people use.
The genuine New Jersey Bell Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Barrett Landing Company.
Son of a gun protectant. Nothing works better on your car's leather, vinyl, and rubber. It can turn just about anything into a great-looking car.
Nice car. What, this pile of junk?
Give it the gun with Son of a Gun. Son of a Gun and one-step tire care. Now available at Pep Boys.
The extraordinary Volvo 940 sedan lease offer you're looking at includes such standard features as a supplemental restraint system with driver's side airbag, a side impact protection system, anti-lock brakes, and a sunroof, making one would think all this legal copy well worth putting up with.
You got all your bad boys, they fight and they curse, but Mr. Goody Two-Shoes will whip you worse. But Mr. Two-Shoes, he got some new shoes, the wipes are red and brown, the shoes and all.
Nice shoes, KJ. See you later, okay?
Phils win 5-4 over the Pirates. The win going to Roger Mason, a save for Mitch Williams, 2 home runs by Todd Pratt, 1 by Pete Incaviglia. Our next telecast here on the Phillies Television Network will be Tuesday night from Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll be on the air at 7:30 when the Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves. For the first of a 3-game series, Terry Mulholland against Steve Avery. Check your local listings for the games carried in your area. Once again on Nostalgia Day at Veterans Stadium, the Phils over the Buccos by a score of 5-4. For Rich Ashburn, Andy Musser, and Chris Wheeler, Harry Callis saying we'll talk to you from Fulton County Stadium on Tuesday night on the Phillies Television Network.
The Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates has been brought to you by